Hey you guys, welcome to another explain video, and we are in Hong Kong spawning right beside another plane. Because this is a static aircraft, I can't do nothing much about it, even though I have disabled the option in the game, and I would be using this gate because the real life flight is using this gate, so that is why I am using this gate instead of trying to use another gate that is free. So today we are as Singapore 863 flying from Hong Kong to Singapore, and the reason why I chose Singapore as the destination once again, it is because, well, by the time I think if I reach there, it might be an evening landing, and if it is, then well, that is nice, definitely. And being at Singapore would also give me a more diverse option to choose to where to go, because I can't find much flights in Hong Kong that goes to a place that is a how to say, more I don't know, like as in a place that I would prefer to go, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, more information about the flight. We are scheduled to depart in 11 minutes, but that's not going to happen. We have 32 tons of fuel on board, 16 tons on each tank of the wing tank, 30 extra tons of weight, and it's gonna be 3 to 4 hours flight. Current local time now is 2:15 p.m., so it will be about 6 local time, 6 p.m. when I arrive, which that's why I said might be a sunset landing. So back into the cockpit, we are once again on VATSIM, just so you know, and there is actually a Hong Kong center online, but it has been online for 5.5 hours, so I have no idea whether he is still servicing around here. So let me just get ready up the plane, and I will follow my flight plan once I am ready for flight plan following, after keying the file plan in my FMC. So let's just turn on everything in here, and let's start our programming. Our route will be Victor Hotel Whiskey Sierra 02. Route loaded, so everything should be fine, even the flight number. Wow, I'm surprised actually now they actually enter the flight number for me, because every time it does not do it for some reason, unless of course it is another route that yeah, it might be actually. Let's see. Hold on, let me go into the routes page. Let me set the current one to 03 instead. Yeah, it loaded another file instead, not the one that I wanted. So let's set you once again Whiskey Sierra 03, and everything should be fine. So flight number is Singapore 863. Runway, hopefully I can use 07, right? Because I'm trying not to follow the ATC information, because it is, let's see, 3.5 hours out of date, so I'm not gonna use that. Anyways, departure would be our Theta 1 Echo departure. Arrival would be our ELALO 1 Bravo, if I'm correct. That's what it's called. I'm not sure, but yeah. 1 Bravo, just to confirm. Yep, 1 Bravo. And ILS 20 right. That's my transition. Right. Let's go to the legs page, and we will see for any. There will be discontinuity, because I know there would be right there. There we go. As I expected. If I'm correct, I can just connect the both of them together, or override you on there. There we go, much better. Anyways, I'll program the departure first. So 200 knots. I would say you would be, I have no idea how far you are. So let's zoom out a little bit. There is a little bit of a distance, so I would say 4,000 feet. 8 nautical miles would be 6,000 feet. Next up would be, let's say, 11,000 feet. Yeah, it should be fine. 11,000 feet. Next up would be 12,000 feet. Next up would be 15,000 feet. Followed by 22,000 feet. What's our cruise altitude one? It is flight level 340 for today, if it is possible. So that is done for you. So we request you. Cost index would be 175. Yeah, I'm bumping up a lot of the cost index now to follow much more realistic cost indexes. So yeah, although I didn't calculate the cost index because I too lazy to calculate it, but oh well, whatever. Reserves will be 5 tons, and we should activate you first. Change you back. Activate and execute. And cruise altitude is 340. Insufficient fuel is fine. Step climb 380. Alright, let's put that in my VATSIM pre-file plan. So EPDOS, yeah, sure, EPDOS. I'll climb flight level 380. There we go. And we can file a flight plan in. There we go. And I should be connected with my flight plan soon. Although it does not say that I am, so whatever. Let's continue our programming in the meantime. 5% of you. Reference speed to go on. Request data. Gross width will be 228 is my guess. Flaps 15. And these are my V speeds. Key it in. 153 is my V2. So let's set 153. 153 is set. Set our throttle flight director. LNAV goes on. Delete U. VOR goes on by the radar and data. It's kind of raining right now over here, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. Let's get my QNH 1008. So let's come on. Just turn this knob. There we go. 1008. Okay, there we go. 1008 is set, and we have to on this too. Once again, set our brakes to RTO, and we may. I would try to contact Hong Kong Center on 1213. So 1213. 1213. It's connected. Hopefully, Hong Kong radar. L642. Wow, what a flight level. Alright. Alright, flight level 360. I guess I'll do flight level 360, and I'll climb at flight level at EPKAL at flight level 380. I mean, there we go. Can I resubmit the file plan? No, unfortunately I can't. Oh well, whatever, I won't do it then, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Let me ask him what is the departing runway. Let's see if is the ATC updated. 0530, which is which is updated 1 hour ago, I think. Yeah. So it's still a little bit outdated. Let me confirm the departure runway before I ask him for the clearance. Yep, my flight plan is definitely in, so yeah. Alright. Still waiting for his response. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Ground handling is still around. In the meantime. Alright, 25 left. We have PECAN 1 Bravo departure. Alright, let's change our departures. 25 left via PECAN 1 Bravo departure. Alright. Change our routes, and I don't think there's anything much to change except for my speeds and everything, so that's horrible. We're gonna set you to 18 nautical, I would say, yeah, 4000 as usual. Next up will be 240 at 9000. Yep, sure, why not. You will be 250 at 11,000. Next up will be, I would say 140 at 260. And yep, everything should be fine and dandy. Alright, we have set everything. Where is runway 25 left? Yep, confirm 25 left. I will open up the charts. 25 left is definitely a bit away from us. So we are currently at stand 15 at Terminal 1. That is 25 right over there. So 25 left is over there. And sadly, we can't just cut through over here. We have to go all the way over there, cut through the sensor over there, and come back to 25 left. So yeah, that is a problem. So we can request clearance to Singapore now, I guess. Right, let me ask him whether he can hear me or not. Singapore 863 calling for radio check.
Singapore 863 with you 555.
Roger, good afternoon, Hong Kong Center. Singapore 863 at gate stand 15, requesting IFR clearance to Singapore asphalt.
Singapore 863 clear to Singapore. PECAN 1 Bravo departure on runway 25 left, flight level 360, flight en route, squawk 5304.
Roger, departure via PECAN 1 Bravo departure via 25 left, expect flight level 360, squawk 5304, Singapore 863.
Singapore 863, that is correct. Call and ready for push and start.
Roger, Singapore 863. 530.
Cafe 369 requested. Cafe 369, descend for level 260.
Alright, flight level 360 is set, and we are kind of ready for
Cafe
everything.
369 is taken.
So we start our APU, batteries and gens go
Cafe
on.
369, descend for level 260.
Remove our ground handling.
Down flight level 280, confirm. Cafe 369.
And remove our ground power.
369
It's a little bit loud. I'm not sure how I can reduce
260
it.
369.
Yeah, I don't think I can reduce my audio level for Xbox box, but oh well, whatever. Can't do nothing much. Still waiting for ground handling. We will lock our flight deck door, put our hydraulics tool on, fuel pumps are in, beacon lights go on. Let's check for our checklist really quickly while I wait for ground handling. Let's see. External connections are disconnected. Beacon lights are on. Recall is checked. And I have to turn on sim install once again. If not, I will kill myself for not doing so. Come on. Why is it not? Come on, man. Why are you not? Why are you not? Reconnect, please. Right, apparently SimStore doesn't want to listen to me, so I'll restart SimStore really quickly. Don't mind me. I'm professional recording, but I can't do nothing much. Should be doing this before I start the recording, but I can't do nothing much anyways. Resume flight, please. Hey, there we go. It detected me. Alright, the time now is actually 2:30 local time, so that is our departure timing. And yeah, that's everything is checked. Let's ask for push back. Let's remove ground handling first. Hide all. I think if I'm correct, I might be pushing back this way. So nose right, tail left. So yeah. Singapore 863 is ready for pushback. And start.
Singapore 863 push and start cruise facing north.
Push and start approach facing north, Singapore 863. Facing north, which means I have to face runway 25 right. So I would have to push back nose left, tail right. So yeah. Right, let's call the pushback truck in. Right, pushback truck. Where are you? You're nowhere to be found, so yeah. That is pretty nice to know. Hey, there's a train there. Look at that. It's a pretty long train actually. It's pretty interesting to find trains over here. Although I'm pretty sure there's no trains at, moving around over here at Hong Kong, but you know what, whatever. Where does the track end? I wonder how the train is going to do after it goes past that point. I am not sure, but yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess. Probably it's just an underground tunnel, but you know. Wow. What kind of physics is this? Okay then, I'm not going to complain. Where is... Oh, there we go, the pushback truck is here, finally. Took him forever. APU is on, so it should be fine. Right. Come on, pushback truck. Parking brakes off, right engine start. Righty then. I'm sure the alarm is a terminal alarm or something. It's just happening all of a sudden. Either that or it's just a pushback truck's sound or something. I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's no fire alarms or anything around. So yeah. Oh yeah, fuel flow. Before my engines explode or anything. Even though it does not happen in this game, but you know what? Whatever. I am going to expect taxi. Oh my god. On Bravo, towards Victor. Turning left on Victor, then turning left on either Whiskey or Hotel, and turning right on Juliet 11 10, whichever that one is, and on runway 25 left. So yeah, that's my expected taxi route. Alright, parking brakes set. There goes that guy. Or the pushback truck, whatever. Let's set our trims in the meantime. 5.8.
Cafe 369, descend for level 130, clear FB2 Bravo arrival.
Now engine 1 start.
Descending level 130, await 2 Bravo arrival, Cathay 369.
And fuel flow. Alright, let me show you the charts. There we go. We are currently over here on Bravo 9, around here. And like I said, I might turn left on Bravo, or maybe this time around will be on Alpha. Depends on which way will be the taxiway. Turning left on Victor or Whiskey, now that I think of it. And turning left on Hotel or Juliet. And turning right on Juliet 10 or Juliet 11. Not sure which one it is, but you know what, whatever. Alright, let's return back to explain because the engine has started. So let's get back into the cockpit. Turn on our lights. Put some passenger lights too. And yeah, there we go. Alright, spoilers. Let me set to arm. Flight controls, full left, right, up, down, rudder left and rudder right. Flight controls check. Flaps 15 is set. APU goes off. And before taxi checklist, please. APU is off, flaps is set, trims is set, flight controls are checked, recoil is checked. Right, taxi lights and runway of lights are on, and TIS is on auto, if I'm correct. Yep, it's on auto, so let's call for taxi, I guess. So yeah, Singapore 863 is ready for taxi.
Singapore 863, taxiway Bravo 9, left turn Bravo, left turn Whiskey, left turn Juliet 1 holding corn, runway 25 left, QNH 1008.
Taxi to runway 25 left, Juliet 11 holding point via Bravo 9 Bravo Whiskey Juliet QNH 1008 Singapore 863. Right, QNH is 1008. I set, so it should be fine. There we go. So let's get out of here. Yep, it's a straight left over here on Bravo, and the first left turn on Whiskey, and the second turn on Juliet. So yeah, I will show you later on the Navigraph charts on where I'm taxiing, so don't worry about that. Surprisingly, there's actually no engine smoke coming out, because every time when I'm in a rainy weather, there will be smoke. So that is pretty interesting, to say the least. Here is my left turn on taxiway Bravo. Yep, here's my left turn. And after I turn on Bravo, I can show you the taxi charts once again, even though it's not really necessary, but you know, whatever. Alright, let's bring in the charts. We are currently over here, and we have to taxi straight on Bravo, turn left on Whiskey, turn left over here on Juliet, and right on Juliet 11, hold short on runway 25 left. So that would be a pretty straightforward taxi route. Anyways, I guess we can do some plane spotting. Some FedEx planes over here. Not sure why FedEx is doing in the passenger area. It's probably because this is what do you call it? Static aircrafts and not realistic aircraft. So yeah, interesting. It's a lot of FedEx planes over here. There's a Cathay 777 there. What is that? That's an Air China 737. That's a Air France 777. A Cathay 777. Not a Cathay. It's a Speedbird. It's a 757. Right? This is 757 Cathay. I'm not sure if Cathay actually has 757s. Yeah. This is another 747 of Qantas. Not sure if Qantas actually fly to Hong Kong, but I think so actually. Now that I think about it. It's a ATC right there. So this is his view of us. It's a parking lot down there. Huh. It's a lot of AT&T, I think. Yeah, not sure why AT&T is doing here. Once again, it's a DHL. Also not sure why DHL is doing here because I doubt they actually fly here. So our left turn on whiskey. It's more AT&T actually. Does AT&T actually have a 767 over here? No, that's not a 767. That's the A330. Wow. Maybe that's not actually an A330 because there's actually a center wheel there. Might be just another Russian aircraft or something. Not sure what aircraft actually has more wheels in the center. I'm pretty sure the most what do you call it? The Airbus's A3 series and Boeing 7 series doesn't have a middle wheel of any of its aircraft. I might be wrong though, actually. Of course, other than the 747, then yeah. Maybe the A382. Not sure actually. It's Thai Airlines. And the reason why there's not much liveries around here is because I don't have much liveries installed for the 777. So that's why there isn't much liveries around here. And if I actually install more, there'll be more, of course, of these liveries. Is that like the cargo section? Yeah, I think so. 737, not sure what it's doing there. Right. Juliet should be the following one. Yep, this one. This is hotel taxiway. A little bit level my taxiway, but it's alright. We're turning up ahead anyways. I blame the wind for turning me to the left. Actually. Alright, we can go back to the cockpit. Speed brakes is can get ready out before takeoff.
Cathay 369 now, descend 8,000 feet on QNH 1007.
Respond to set to TRA.
Descend 7,000 feet on QNH 1007, Cathay 369.
1007, alright, it updated I guess, so I'll update to 1007 too. Let's check VATSIM to confirm it is actually fantastic. Let's see, Hong Kong. Yep, QNH 1007, winds is 070 at 7 knots. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a tailwind takeoff. Not sure why this ATC is asking me. No, not tailwind. Yeah, I think it's a tailwind if I'm correct. Yeah, a direct tailwind. So
Singapore 8637307 degree 7 knots QNH 1007 runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
QNH 1007, runway 25 left, cleared for takeoff, Singapore 863. Alright, the weather just changed. Now it's apparently super bright or something. Not sure. Oh my, that is extremely bright. I'm gonna stay in the cockpit because I don't want to be blinded. Not going to use the wipers to annoy you guys, so yeah. Right, landing lights go on, strobe lights go on, taxi lights go off. Let's line up with the runway.
Approaching
And
25 left.
Seriously bright out here, even though I actually prefer this over the dull rainy weather. Right, here we go. Line up, and I guess we are ready for takeoff. Give it some power. Engine stable and power set. Goodbye, Hong Kong. Might come back to here in the future, not sure. Not sure what's my speed now, but I'm just waiting for the V1 call out so that I'll rotate afterwards. V1 and rotate. Positive, Europe. And let's get back into the cockpit. I guess we can hand fly this aircraft a little bit more. Flaps 5. Alright, reduce power, I guess. It automatically reduced it. V speeds, reduce it. V speeds, come on, not that much, please. Speed set 240 because I can.
Singapore 863, radar identified, climb level 160.
Climb 160, Singapore 863. There you go, we set 160. Flaps 1. Look at the mountain view. And that's Hong Kong International behind for you. And by the way, oh my god, there's a cloud in front of us. Flaps up too, because why not?
Cafe 369 from Tango Delta, descend 4,500 feet, clear ILS approach, runway 25 right.
Descent 5,000. Descent 4,500 feet, clear ILS, runway 25 right, clear 369.
What I was to say was that I actually updated my plane to version 1.9.9, so that's why I have a lower rate of power, I guess, for my engines, and it's probably because they updated the engines, or tweaked the engines values, so yeah, and that's why it has a little bit lower climb rate, I guess. And I can't do over probably around 2,500 feet per minute, or I will start to lose speed. Right, speed brakes can go to unarmed. Landing lights can go off because I don't have my gears out. And we have clouds in front of us. Hey, Hong Kong is out. Okay, let's look at Hong Kong. I would probably cut out, probably I would say after the ATC clears me to cruise altitude. In this case, our cruise is 340, but I will go to 360 first. Then I will go to 380 afterwards, manually without recording it, because I don't think it's needed. And look at that, it's actually quite beautiful. Maybe not the clouds, but yeah, clouds look, it's like weird, I guess. It's like too blocky size, I think that's how you call it. But I can't do much about it, and I don't think X-Enviro will make much of a difference if I actually buy it, because I'm using VATSIM weather, even though maybe X-Enviro might change the cloud textures, now that I think of it. I'll see. Maybe I will get it, maybe I won't for X-Enviro. But it will be in the future, not now. Definitely not now. Especially because my computer can't handle much things. And apparently the wing is flashing a little bit. Huh. And the weather just updated too. Let's check the I will check the transition for Hong Kong. Let's see. I know Hong Kong has a strange transition. Let's see, there are 3 cases for our transition, and one is when it is QNH 97, not the QNH, QNH 979. The other one is below 97. Below 979. Actually, no. No, yeah.
Altimeter setting.
The base is QNH 980 at 980. The others will be below 980 or above 980. And since the QNH now is 1007, our transition is 110, which is a little bit soon. Let's engage that again. So guess we can set the standard QNH like now, 1013 or 29992. There we go. And we can increase our speed to like 280 or something. It's a lot of clouds here in Hong Kong. It just rained, man. Like, how is there so much clouds left? I thought some of it would dissipate. Alright, whatever.
Singapore SIA863, climb level 250.
Climb 250, Singapore SIA863. Alright, set our 250, and you can increase here. And maybe I can show you on SimBrief our route a little bit while we wait for a cruise clearance. Go.
Cathay 369.
Here's our route, and we are currently about here-ish. So yeah, it's not
Cathay
much.
369, Roger, between 070 degrees, 7 knots, runway 25, right, clear to land.
25 right, clear to land, Cathay 369.
And also, this is how much Hong Kong Center is controlling. I am of course over there, as you can see, Singapore SIA863, and we should be going down here onto Ho Chi Minh City and coming down onto Singapore. So that will be pretty fast, and I hope that there will be Singapore ATC when we arrive, but I doubt there's actually many arrivals at Singapore. There's only 3, and yeah, there's one over there which might arrive at about the same time as me, hopefully, and I don't think that the other one will be this from Dubai, but that will be afterwards for like probably 2 more hours later than me. So yep, alright, let's get back into X-plane. We are crossing 15,000 feet. Interesting. Right, I'm gonna check what's the cruise altitude speed for flight level 360. It is 281 knots. So yeah, we can say 281 knots. It is basically for Mach 0.8 for 1 day would be 281 knots. I recorded basically from flight level 290 to flight level 410, I think, or something. So yeah. Maybe you can increase our rate of, I mean, it's close to max power, so maybe it's not a good idea to increase our rate of climb. 2000 seems to be fair enough. So yep, we currently have a headwind of 23 knots ish. Well, that's kind of bad actually. And if I'm gonna get headwind all the way to Singapore, well, that's a good thing for one reason being that I might land during sunset, so that would be a pretty nice view if it is possible. And it was definitely nice when this morning I did another flight from Singapore to Heathrow, Speedbird 16 once again. If I'm correct, I did that in one of my flights earlier on, and this time around I landed at the morning whereby the sun rose, and it was actually super beautiful, as you should expect. But the only reason why I actually did so was because in my video that I made, I traveled at Mach 0.841 if I'm correct, and I took I guess a little bit of tailwind and headwind route, while this time around I traveled at about Mach 0.8, yeah, Mach 0.8, and I basically met headwind all the way. So yeah, that's why that was a beautiful view. Now I'm rambling again. Oh well. I'm still waiting for this ATC to clear me to flight level 360 if possible. Although it's not a good choice to do so, I don't think so, at least, because I'm just rambling even further on and delaying the video even more. But I will wait. I guess in the meantime I can do something stupid. Man. Let's unlock the flight door. Check our passengers even though there's none. I'm sure that's not allowed because I'm still climbing and I'm not on cruise yet, but you know what, whatever. I just did it. Just broke some rules, but oh well. Now that I see these, it reminds me of the other flight factor things, or flight factor products, whereby in other flight factor products currently they use this iPad thingy instead of this menu thingy for the other aircraft, such as the 757. And I'm not sure why they actually use the menu.
Singapore 863, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Singapore 863. Yep, there we go. Now we are cleared to cruise. And before I continue with some music, I would like to mention about the upcoming Flight Factor A320 Ultimate, whether I might buy it or not. So the Flight Factor just announced about their secret project that they had done for the past however many years that I actually forgotten, well, I might buy it depending on some situations, because they have mentioned that their price tag was pretty much going to be higher than the other aircraft, such as the 777. And I know that the A320 is going to be only for short flights, such as probably from this flight right now. It suits the A320, I think so. So depends on whether I will want to buy the A320, and of course the main thing is that the price tag, if it goes above beyond a certain point, well, I might as well not buy it, because I might also want to buy the 747-8i.
Cafe 3, Nana Roger, lesson
So
on Alpha, exit gate by on-top.
Anyways, I'm going to stop
on
rambling, even though this guy is cutting kind of me a little bit. But oh well, whatever. I'm gonna stop rambling, and I will see you guys at descent. So we're currently at, let's see, where, come on, We are at flight level 260, so it should be about 3 hours before descent, around there. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy the music, and I will see you guys in a moment or two. So yeah. Alright guys, I am back and we are nearly once again at our top of descent, and we are just going to prepare for our descent to Singapore. And I haven't looked at the actual runway that I have to be using, so let me go ahead and look at the radar for VATSIM. There is no ATC today for Singapore Changi, so yeah. Winds at 20003 knots, so runway 20 right should be safe to land because it is a direct hit wind. So let us guess we can do our next altitude, flight level 260, and apparently this time around they asked me to step climb to 380, but of course I didn't follow that into my flight plan in VATSIM, so that's why I am not step climbing to 380 because I didn't see that. So let's set our auto brakes to 1 because 20 right is plenty of space for us to land. And I guess we can start our descent to 26,000 feet and change our Mach speed to 280 and tell everybody we are descending via whatever the arrival is. Singapore, what is our call sign again? 863. Descending from flight level 360 to Singapore runway 20 right, via ELALO 1 Bravo. Correct, that's the name. So yeah, alright, I'm still on Unicom, so that's should be fine. And it's ELALO. Alright, okay, let me show you the radar of where I have basically been. So let me switch the thing. There we go. This is a Project Flies radar, and Hong Kong Tower is still on. Hong Kong Center is still online. This time around with probably Hong Kong approach or something. Not sure, but yep, this is my route that I've taken. It's pretty much should be a short flight left to Singapore, and like I said just now, there's the other guy who is arriving to Singapore. Oh my god. Alright, sorry for the random cut there. I had to cut because X-plane was lagging, and alright. Like I said just now, there was the other guy here, which is coming to Singapore too, so there will be a little bit of fun. I think I'll be the one landing first, and I guess I can watch him land too. So speaking about this, the reason why I am traveling at Mach 0.88 if you saw just now, it is because I am hurrying to do something. Well, I'm not gonna be landing in sunset, of course, because I did check on Google when the sunset was for Singapore, and it's about 7 o'clock local time, which now it's only 5:34 local time, which is a long time away, so there will not be any sunset landing. So now the reason why I am trying to hurry to reach Singapore is because of a VATSIM event over here. It's pretty obvious what it is. So if you guys don't know, it is Milk Run Monday, and it has just begun, but everybody is already flying, so that's actually a lot of flights around, and I would like to join in because seems like fun. So yeah, that's why I'm hurrying a little bit. So it's probably the same thing on VATSIM radar. This guy is over here, I'm over there, and the other guy who was coming from Dubai is apparently gone from radar, so I have no idea where he is. And yeah, like I said, that is the current Monday. So let's get back into X-plane, and we need to descend at a faster rate. There we go. Let's put some speed brakes into. Seems like 1,900, 2,100 should then be enough. There we go. Alright, let's put on landing lights, even though it's a little bit early, but it's alright. And I guess this is our descent into Singapore. And I will be right back in a few seconds or so. I'll leave the computer on, and yeah, I need to do something really quickly, so give me a moment. Alright, don't worry for anyone who is wondering where I went to. I'm back. So yeah, those clouds looks a little bit much better than when I was at Hong Kong, which is definitely quite nice, let's say so. And yeah, pretty much sea of clouds, and look at that sea. And I mean, apart from the lines I don't think it's much of a difference than just a plain blue sea. And there's apparently some land over there. If I'm correct, that should be let me check on radar. That is some island. I think so. Yeah, it's some islands. It is not Malaysia. Malaysia is not right there. Yep, somewhere there. Alrighty then. I guess we can start our descent checklist. My FMC is programmed and TIs is on auto. Auto brakes is set. Landing data is pretty much set. I did set it just now, so let's check. Yeah, I guess 211 should be fine. So let's return to the next page. Approach briefing. Alright, let's do the approach briefing. Bring out Navigraph and open up the right tab. There we go, and that was the right way. There we go. We are currently somewhere here-ish, I would say, and we would of course follow the flight plan down into runway 20 right over there, and should be pretty straightforward. And we should select the ILS 20 right, and this is the 20 right chart for us. And our Cat1 DME is 700, and let's set that 700. Is set, and we are turning right now to the approach seats. Next up is 6,000 feet, which I don't really need to change the descent rate, although the speed needs to be changed later on. So autopilot should be disengaged at 1,500 feet or 4.6 DME out, and that is it that I have to know about for this. So the airport ground chart, let's see where am I going to evacuate that. Or yeah, I think it's evacuate the word. So this is the threshold, and landing point will be about here. I might exit at Whiskey 6 or 7 depending, and I'll just park at Terminal 3 because that is where Singapore Airlines normally park at. So I'll just choose one of the gates here and go along with it, and that should be fine. So I would probably taxi on Whiskey Papa and choose one gate from there. If I am taxiing to the south, I will do Whiskey Papa, and to the north will be Whiskey Alpha, because I'm pretty sure that's the way that they do in Singapore. So alright, let's go back to explain, and let's start reducing our speed to 250. 50 is set. What is the runway heading? I think if I'm correct, it's 203. Yep, 203 degrees. So let's set our track to 203. Even though it's not necessary, but you don't know what, it's fine. There we go, 203. So that is actually the runway heading. Interesting. All right. I think there's anything else for us to set. Go away warning. I don't need TU. Well. I guess I can continue the topic of the A320 Ultimate by Flight Factor. It was said to. I mean, it was maybe leaked, or I don't know. Told by, I guess, the Flight Factor team about 4 days ago, and like I said before, I may or may not buy it. Depends on where I can fly to, and also another main thing is that I have no idea how actually good it will be compared to like the A320 Neo. Not Neo, sorry. The JAD, if I'm correct, it's the JAD design A320. Is what I'm trying to say. And even though I don't have the JAR Design A320, I can say that there will be definitely competition between the two teams, because Flight Factor said that they have been working for a very long time, and JAR Design's A320 is apparently quite good towards the community. So that is pretty interesting. And looking at our fuel now, with 17.3 tons. As I expected, it would not even consume half of the fuel yet. Our starting fuel was 32 tons, if I remember correctly, and it's not even 16 yet, which is basically the halfway mark. And if we can look at our plane data here, it says that we still have 30 hours of fuel left, which is absolutely unrealistic. I would say we would have about 4 hours max of fuel left, which is still very interesting actually, because that is a lot of fuel left. And with the fuel flow of 5,500 kg per hour, it's just simply about half of what the real life 777 would consume per hour. And I did actually report this bug to Flight Factor, and they replied with mentioning that X-plane is the cause of the trouble, I think. I mean X-plane11, because X-plane11 is still new to them, and hopefully this can be fixed in the future. So right, let's see, transition for Singapore is let me check. It is 130. QNH now is 1007. Still a little bit more ways to go before I change my QNH. Alright, let's enjoy some wing view or outside view. Oh man, what is nice around here? I think this is the best that I can actually give out. So I guess that I can stick to this for now. And I guess I can prepare my before landing. Landing lights I did set to on. Spoilers, I can no, not, I can't arm right now because it is deployed. And that is about it that I can do for now. So right, we had a transition. Not even close actually. It's like a ways to go. Probably around 15 more minutes before the landing, and yeah. Let's check out the cockpit even more because I can. Maybe you can explore the flight deck. I mean, the cabin. And why not? If I can. It's just the cabin. If anybody, I mean, if anyone has not seen it before. So let's move forward, I guess. Oh come on. Really? Are you serious? Can I do this instead? Hooray! I can. So here we got a first class cabin. With no passengers inside. Not surprising. We have lots of food here with low quality textures. What does that say? Some Russian words? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some Russian words or something. Huh. It's like what? Do not drink or something, or do not touch. Not sure. Even more drinks up there. Here we got a business class section or premium economy, not sure what is laid out over here. And here we got an economy class. That's seriously some very less legroom, to say the least. Here we got a wing doors. I'm sure this was supposed to be something. Not sure what though. Can look through outside the wing. Not much to see. Alright, let's get back into the cockpit. We should set our transition 1007 QNH. There we go, 1007 is set. Don't need that fast of a descent rate. Alright, we have hit that waypoint. Next one would be 220 knots. So we can start our reduction in speed to 240 knots. And I don't need you to be that fast either. And then one last thing for the before landing checklist is our spoilers, which I will later on when we are on finals. Right. Some island in front of us, not sure what it is. Look at this clouds. It's above us now. Looks like it's gonna rain or something, but I doubt so, because it's not raining in Singapore. At least what I can see out of my window in real life. Don't think it's raining. I thought that was a reflection in OBS. Kind of looks like one though, for some reason, not sure why. Right, set speed to 230. 220, why not? Just reduce our rate of descent. Set my speed brakes to armed because I don't need it anymore. Can be 800. Check everywhere one more time. Am I set to land? Hopefully I am. Everything seems fine. Right. We're not far off from the airport now. Let's see, what is our closest airport? What kind of airport is this? Alright. Sure. No idea what that was. Was there any airport or some unofficial airport unexplained? Just crossed 9,000 feet, 9,500 feet. I was gonna say 10,000, but it's quite a ways off for 10,000. Right, again set our flaps to 1 now, even though it's quite high. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I'll set my flaps to 1. Flaps 1. Can see the slats extending. And the actual flaps, oh, they're done. Alright, never mind. Now that's some real reflection right there. Look at that reflection. Looks so good even though my reflection is on minimal, or the lowest setting possible. I'm surprised actually that there's that much of a reflection on the water cloud. I mean water body, not water cloud. Apparently the sun can go through the clouds and reflect off. I mean, I thought there might be clouds being reflected there, but you know what, whatever. It's still a nice reflection though, to say the least. More islands below us. I think this is supposed to be like a sticker or something on the wing, and apparently there's some texture errors or something. Not sure, but I think that's called a marching ants error or something, even though it's not really called, I mean, it's not really marching ants, but I mean, it looks like ants, but no. Yeah, whatever. Not the one to make what is it called, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Let's see, where is the other guy that is approaching? Oh wow, he's definitely faster than me. He is I will show you guys. He is over there while I'm over there, so he is probably gonna be the one landing first, but my guess is that he will be coming up here and turning in, so maybe I'll be the one landing first. I'm not sure, but I will probably see him on the thing in X-plane over here. So what's our next altitude? 3,500 feet. So let's set 3,500 feet now. 3,500 feet. I don't need that fast of a descent rate. There we go. 500 should be fine. Yep, 500 should be fine. And let's get back to the default view. Time of the flight has been, let's see, let me calculate the time of the flight. As if I estimated, oh crap, I didn't take down the timings. Well, whatever. Well, that is nice. I'm not sure what time I took off at, and I mean, I remember it was about 10 minutes before departure timing when I had to start the record, so I would say our departure time was 6:40 Zulu, around there. So now it is about let's see, 10 Zulu. So this is about 3.5 hours flight, give or take. It's my guess, my best guess. Taylor right there. I'm surprised with you that you can't turn it with your mouse or something, but you can actually do it with a joystick. I mean, if you set your rudder controls, because X-plane recognizes your rudder controls as your rudder and your nose wheel, unless of course you separate them both. But I don't have a separate rudder pads on my feet below. So yeah, what is this? This charts and book table. How come you can turn this but not this? Interesting. Open JFK and see what happens. Nothing happens. Alright. I don't recommend anyone use the default charts in this game, because I'm pretty sure it is outdated. Let's see. What is the date, if possible? Is there a date written on here? Yeah, the 2nd of November 2007. That is like 9.5 years back. So yeah, not recommended at all. None of this I can click. Wow. Alrighty then. As expected, they did say do not use airport map as primary navigation reference. It's not a good idea at all. Oh well. There we go. We can just turn off the displays. Which one is the display? Yep, there we go. How to troll everybody in a nutshell, I guess. Thinking that their engines are dead or something. Well, not really. Guess see a little bit of dope of it. Alright. we can reduce our radar zoom, and that is Singapore right in front of us there. So let's see, is he going to be colliding with me? I doubt so, actually, now that I think of it. He is at 12,000 feet, so never mind, he is not going to be landing first, because I doubt he will be descending at that fast of a rate. So I guess I can be the first one to land. So I'll turn on my come on, I can't turn on my localizer. I have to unpark you, set you back to the legs page. Look, hold on, let me check my weight first. 214.3. So my landing weight will be 213 instead. And let's update the speed, change you back, and turn on my localizer. Localizer is apparently kind of captured or something, not sure, but alright. What is our speed that we have to be? No, not enter U. Speed is 210, so let's reduce to 200 instead. Not sure how is the localizer captured that far out, but I'm going to accept it. Yeah, that guy is kinda coming towards me to intercept. He should be about at my 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Even though I can't see him yet, it's probably quite far away. Looks like he is somewhere over there-ish, but in the air. So it's about that spot, but in 11,000 feet high. So he's probably above the clouds, is my best guess. So that's why I can't see him. I know that there's some light over there. Is it him? Yeah, it's him. Singapore 245. Hello, guy. Alright, whatever. Let's focus on our landing instead. Right. Set flaps to 5. Some beautiful terrain right there. Even though it's 2D trees, but it looks kind of nice. Alright, let's get back into cockpit. Let's reduce our radar zoom. Where is he now? No idea. Can't see his lights, unfortunately. Anyways, we'll just get ready of our landing. Right, he's on downwind, so he is going to turn around soon. And of course, I have to tell him that I have evacuated the runway once I have evacuated. If not, he might call in as a misapproach. Let's engage our glide slope too. And yeah, he has traffic on me. No idea where he is though. Oh, there we go. There he is. Right. So, let's start reducing our speed. That's the runway right there. Our localizer is definitely captured this time round. Alright. Let's see, where is him again? Where is he again? No idea why am I interested in him though. Whatever. I'm going to just focus on my landing. Wait for my glide slope to be captured at, let's see, when would it be captured? At 10.8 nautical miles out, so it will be about 1.5 more nautical miles out before I capture my glide slope. So that is Singapore for you. That is runway 20, right? And not sure why they actually have this zone here to not allow for landing, but alright, whatever. Oh, I don't want this view. There we go. Alright, let me give bed. Say I'm on finals on 20 right, Singapore. And come on, glide slope. There we go. Glide slope captured, gears down. Radio speed to 170. Hey, there's some rain. Wow, interesting. Where's that guy? And I don't think he's on site anymore. Let's see. I think he's still downwind. How is he established 20? Wow, alright. He's just right behind me, I guess. Quite fast, huh? Radar says that he is not established, but alright. Flaps 15. Set landing speed. What's my landing speed again? 143. 143 is set. Flaps 20.
2500.
Flaps 25. Yep, he is definitely online with the runway 20 right. As you can see there, he's right there. So yeah. Let's get back into X-plane. Flaps 30, and we are ready to land. 4.6 DME out. I have to disengage autopilot. We're currently 5.8 out. Yep, 5.7 out. I'll wait for engines to stabilize and I'll disconnect everything. This is not a good time to have a sudden rush to go to the toilet. Oh, that's not nice. Alright, auto throttle disengage. And autopilot's disengaged. Plane is mine now. Going below the glide slope a little bit so that I can touch down nearer to the touchdown zone instead of going over the puppy lights. I do expect some warnings of, yeah, I think you should know, glide slope and terrain ahead. Even though I don't think there's any terrain, it's just bodies of water right before the runway. Right now the glide slope is 1 white, which is basically how I would say perfect,
terrain,
because
terrain.
I would want to land at the touchdown zone.
Terrain.
Minimums.
Landing.
Approaching.
Terrain.
20 right.
Terrain.
Oh, shut up with a
Terrain,
warning,
terrain.
man. Come on.
Terrain.
I'm fine on the glide.
Terrain.
Okay, maybe I'm a little bit low.
Terrain.
Just a tad bit.
Glide
Never mind.
slope. Glide slope.
400.
Glide slope.
Put in more speed.
300.
Glide slope.
I mean, not speed,
Glide
thrust,
slope.
because I am a
Glide
little bit
slope.
low on speed.
Glide slope.
100.
Definitely on the center
Glide
line.
slope.
It's nice.
Glide slope.
50. 40.
Okay, engines idle.
30.
Start my flare.
20.
No.
10.
Because I'm really flaring. There we go. Decent landing, I guess. Right. Transponders is set to standby because I can. And I want to follow that. Right, reversers off. Manual braking. Set auto brakes off. Flaps up. And spoilers down. Let's exit over here. and we will evacuate the runway. He is just right behind us. Yep. Alright, slow down a bit more. Right, landing lights come off, taxi lights come off, strobe lights go off, and NTIs goes off, APU starts. Alright, let's get lined up on taxiway here, and maybe you can watch him land. Not sure, but yeah. Plane spotting with Infinity. He's still not on site yet. Or inside yet. Let's see, how far is he out? He is at 2,000 feet, so that would be approximately, let's see, 5 nautical out. 5 nautical out. Around there, so can wait for a little bit. Even though VATSIM might be showing late data, or not the latest data, so he might be about 4 DME out. I will just taxi down to the end, turn left, and yeah, taxi into a grid. So is he in sight or something? Let's watch from the ATC tower. Oh, he's doing 20 left. I see. Okay, I wanted to correct him, but he's doing 20 left. Let's check that I'm online. Yep, alright, sure. Definitely a lot more time to watch. Why is he frozen? Alrighty then. There we go, there he goes again. Probably just lagged or something. It's my best guess. Where's runway 2? Yep, that's his runway there. Oh, I was landing on 20 right. I see. I mean, yeah, I was right. That I was landing on runway 20 right. He was wrong that I was landing on runway 20 right. He's doing 20 center. There he goes. Hopefully I didn't overshoot anything. So let me set my parking brakes now, just in case. There he goes, landing. And touchdown. Oh, there we go, touchdown. Nice smooth landing. Alright. Oh wow, I actually stopped on the right position. Alright, let's taxi in. Don't know what United is doing in Singapore, but it's fine. Right, I guess I can roll in my landing clip now.
300.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Welcome back. I'll just park up here and we'll call it for a day, I guess. Right. parking brake are set. Even though there's 2 jetways, I'm just gonna assume that one will connect only, even though there's not gonna be any that connects. MPU generator just goes on. Fuel flow cut. Alright, let's bring on my ground handling. Bringing my ground power. Turn off APU and batteries. Turn on my passenger sign. Passengers can get off finally. Even though I don't think there's any passengers in my flight. And everything else can go off, including lights so that I don't blind the ground crew. And but the radar too, so that I don't fry the ground crew. And all heats can go off, and that fuel flow can go off, and circulations cooling can go off. So that'll be it for the fly this episode. Let's get into free camera, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of Explain11, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care and goodbye.